Hi everyone, it's your girl AB. So today I'm going to be showing you how to analyze data, which is two sampled Ttest using SAS software. So we're going to be using the statistical analytics software, and we're going to be analyzing two sampled Ttest today. And before we go into analyzing this data, could you please do me a favor by clicking the subscription button and subscribe to my YouTube channel? Thank you. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen and give you a step-by-step on how to analyze two sampled T-tests using the SAS software. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this is what my screen will look like. Normally before you start, you click on new and you import your data if you have data already saved. But today I'm going to impute my data manually, not importing them. Since we're imputing our data manually, you click on SAS program. Then it opens a new data. So today we're going to be analyzing two sampled T-tests. Since the data is going to be two sample T-tests, I'm going to name my data two sample T-tests. So for our code, we type in data, then the name, you can call it any name, but I'm going to call mine today two sample T-test. Then remember to put your semicolon. Then you click enter, then we go to impute. So impute means the variables we're using today. Impute. Impute space, remember to put your space. So impute space, we're going to be, since it's two sampled status, so we're having group. So we're going to name them group. And what do we do when we have a categorical variable? If we have a categorical variable, after we type in the group, because it's going to be group A and group B, these are categorical variables, they are not numerical. So we're going to put $ in front and with space, and our scores are going to, since it's exam scores, we're going to call them test scores. They are test scores. So the test scores of two groups. We have test scores of two groups, group A and group B. So your semicolon. Then since I'm going to be putting the data manually, so we type in data line. Data line. So after data line, you put the semicolon. Do not forget to put in your semicolon. Then you're done. So since we're having two groups, I'm going to call them. So we're going to have group A, like I said, group A. So group A, the first person in group A got a score of 88, let's say 88. Then the second person in group A got a test score of 89. Third person got, let's say, 79. Fourth person, let's say 100. And the fifth person, we can say 98. Sixth person, 94. And seventh person, let's say 95, scores 95 on group A. Then the eighth person on group A. Okay, let's stop at 7%. Then group B. Group B got 87. Second person on group B space 69. Third person on group B, let's say, what number should we give them? 78. 78, and let's say fourth person on group B, 79, and fifth person on group B, 83, sixth person on group B, 90, seventh person on group B, 85. So let's count. So should be having 15 variables. I want it to be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm missing one. 88, 89, 79, 100, 98, 89. Okay, it's going to be 89. Enter. 89. So we should have a total of 15 observations. So with that, you're not going to put the semicolon in front of this because we didn't put semicolon all of this. So you click enter and you click semicolon, then you enter and you click run and you put the semicolon. So now we can go ahead and run our data. Good. So there was no mistake anywhere. So our data is, so they said the data sets to sample that has 15 variables. That's what we want to see. And it should be telling us we have 15 observations and 2 variables. Yeah, 2 variables, which is group and test scores. Those are the 2 variables. So now we go down, since we want to have them in table format, so you can just go ahead and pull the code proc print in order for us to print it. So we can do proc print. You put the semicolon. Never always remember to put your data, because if you do proc print, the next thing is going to be what? Data equals to what data is that? You have to come back and type in this name. 2 sample Ttest. You put 2 sample Ttest. Then you type in and you click run, and we run our data. So now you can just put it here. So we don't have repetition of this. So you highlight this because we already run the top ones. So you click on run. It's uploading, it's pulling up our data. Okay, so this is the table on the right-hand side. So if you look at the right-hand side, here is the table. So our observation, we have a total of 15 observations, so it's correct. We have 15 observations and we have 2 variables. So now let's go and analyze and put our data into mean, let's say the mean, median, standard deviation, our cumulative frequencies and all that, the frequency table. So if you want to get our frequency table, we click enter so we can go ahead and say proc Ttest because it's Ttest. So we do proc. Like I said, you can use caps lock, you can use lowercase. So proc Ttest equals to, remember to put your data because that is what we're running. Data equals to, you must always put equals to come back. You can come back and copy your data here, which is 2 sample Ttest, that's the name. We click that and we paste. So after we paste that, then we go to, because we want to check our main, our frequency table. So we click on class. So class is for categorical variables. So space group, because our categorical variable is our group. Then for our numerical variables, we put var, which is the variance space. Our numerical variable is the test scores. These are the test scores. Variable 1 and variable 2, categorical and numerical. So test scores, test score. So click on test score, then remember to put your semicolon, semicolon, semicolon. Then you can go ahead and run, but you can title your data. Let's title it. So our work look neat and clean. So if you want a title, you type in, you get a code of title and your space, and you put your quote. So what do you want to title it? We can title it independent group T-test. So when we run it on our table, this is what we're going to see. So you put the semicolon and you come down and you click run and you put the semicolon, then we're going to alight from here to here because we've already run proc print. So let's run our data. Yay. Okay, so we run our data and this is our result from the data. Like I said, if you title it independent group T-test, so it comes out independent group T-test because of the title. Then the T-test procedure, we're looking at our variables. So our group, we have group A and group B. Now the data is cleaned. So we have group A, group B. So for group A, we have 8 persons that are on group A. Then for group B, we have 7 persons, which total our numbers 15. So our 15 observations. So this is our mean and standard deviation, our standard error, minimum and maximum. So in order for us to read to know if our p-value is less than 0.05, we want to know if our hypothesis, if there is a significant difference between 2 scores, between the 2 groups. So for our variance going down, for equality of variances, so our p-value is greater than 0.05. So our p-value is 0.9. So since our p-value is 0.9, we're going to, there is evidence that the variance for the 2 groups are not different. So there is not much difference for their variances. So the variance of the 2 groups are equal. So we accept the non-hypothesis and we conclude that there is no significant difference in means between group A and group B for their test scores. Then if we want to look at the pool, using the pool standard deviation for the t-test, we come and look here, right here for the pool standard deviation, looking at the equal, since we want to look at the p-value. So for this, p-value is 0.01. So definitely the p-value is less than what? 0.05. So we can reject the non-hypothesis. For the first one, we accepted the non-hypothesis. But for this, we're going to reject no hypothesis. Whenever your p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the non-hypothesis, and you conclude that there is a significant difference in mean between group A and group B. Okay? So whenever our p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the non-hypothesis. Whenever our p-value is greater than 0.05, we accept the non-hypothesis. Here we go. Do you have any question? If you have any questions, you can drop it on the comment section, and I'm definitely going to respond to all your questions. And also, if you any topic you want me to discuss, you can put it there on the comment section and we can discuss it. So for today, we did the 2 sample t-test analysis. My next video, I'm going to be showing you steps on how to analyze paired sample t-test. Paired sample t-test is different from 2 sample t-test. Okay, so stay tuned for my next video. Remember to hit the subscription button so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and get a notification when I drop my new video. Thank you.